Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is Roush, and welcome to week 9 of the Pokemon Speedruns Draft League. This is my match versus GarfieldTheLightning, who up until last week was in first place, but his first loss of the season actually put him below me, wow, in the standings. And just looking at his team is so offensively powerful, and I need to be really careful. This ended up being quite the match. So let's go ahead and just hop right in and see exactly what happened. So I lead with my, my Hydreigon, as he leads with Carambola of the Jirachi. I just go for the Dark Pulse, hoping to get some flinch hacks because I am Scarfdoof? I think it was Scarfdoof. Yes, that was Scarfdoof. And go for the Dark Pulse and then Hard Switch out on this Jolteon, and I was kind of thinking he was a Specs version until now, and now it's like he's some sort of a bulky ass variant. But regardless, I expected him either to Hard Switch or Volt Switch, so I just went for my own Volt Switch, and I end up accidentally popping this Jirachi's Mago Berry, and that plays huge in the future. Now, unfortunately, Toby would do work versus this team, but he's the wrong set to deal with Entei. As it turns out that this is a Howl set, and this is just incredible good prep on Garf's part. As you can see, he went for the natural gift, but I brought my own kind of prep. I have the Rainbow Berry specifically for his Specs Jolteon, but it turns out to pay dividends against this Entei. But now that he's used that, he can't go for natural gift again, because his berry's gone. So I'm able to hard switch into Fortress because I am Rocky Helmet. I was predicting, I don't know what I was predicting. I guess I was predicting Extreme Speed just to get some Rocky Helmet chip. And then I didn't realize Sacred Fire doesn't get chip as well. Otherwise, switching into Arcanine would have been a good play. But you know, regardless, I go into Doof, I'm Scarfed, I expect to be able to just nuke the thing with a Draco Meteor, but he switches into his Roserade, and that's fine by me, because Roserade gets to it KO'd. I don't know what set he is, but assuming the fact that he stayed in, he's probably some sort of Scarf variant himself, and I just knock him out with the second Draco. But I am now set up fodder for literally whoever wants to come in, and the weapon of choice ends up being the Jirachi. Now, as I said, the Mago Berry already popped. It would have popped then, regardless, but Swampert is just my best choice to be able to take care of Jirachi, as he just goes for the Stealth Rocks, and obviously, my Rapid Spinner's already gone. So that's something that I have to worry about. Rocks are going to be on the field for the rest of the match. But fortunately, that also means Rocks are going to be on the field for both of us. So he's got this weird Tauros. As you can see, it's Intimidate, not Sheer Force. And he goes for the return. So he's an offensive Intimidator with return instead of Body Slam, or literally anything. So I just want to nuke this thing with my second Scarfer, that is my Raikou. And I just go for a couple of Thunderbolts trying to bluff this Jolteon the fuck out. He just goes for Yawn and phases me into my Arcanine. That was my best mon to be able to take this thing on. I was considering Virizion, because Virizion has that natural bulk, or Hydreigon. But he ends up just Volt Switching out into his Kumquat, that is his Dragonite, as he goes for the Dragon Dance. But it's fine, because I do have the Scarf Raikou, and I do outspeed, and I'm able to knock him out with Hidden Power. Extreme Speed would have put me in range for the next Stealth Rock switch in, so that ended up being good for me. Now, unfortunately, I do lose a mon to this Jolteon, and I end up picking Toby, just because the only mon that Toby really deals with is the Jirachi, and that means that every other mon deals with me. So that is my way of, well, my best sack. And then he just Volt Switches into Entei, and fortunately he didn't go for the Extreme Speed on Doof earlier, but now he does, and I'm able to knock him out with the Dark Pulse. Now, he reveals that his Tauros is slower than Hydreigon, and he goes for the return. So he knocks me out, and because he went for the return, I just go straight out into Virizion because I don't have the Shadow Ball this week, and I don't have a Signal Beam, so I can't hit every Mon on Garf's team. So my best play is to go out into Virizion, and I get the 2-hit KO on Jolteon. It turns out that I'm faster than it, so I'm just extremely confused at what kind of set that the Jolteon is. It turns out to be like 317 speed just to outspeed my Hydreigon, and that's it. So I'm not sure. But anyways, I set up a Swords Dance as he goes for the Healing Wish on his Jirachi, and Tauros goes for the Double Edge, and he's faster than me. So he's max speed at the least. And it turns out, he said later that he was Adamant Scarf. So he had to have not a lot of speed investment. And it just ended up losing him the match. If he had gone for return, it might have turned out differently. I'm not sure. Raikou would have been able to pick up the kill. I mean, I looked at the calculator and Raikou should have been able to pick up the kill, but it was just such a weird match. Like, all of these really unorthodox sets. Although I must say, like, the best set was definitely the Entei. And using Jolteon as a phaser with that Yawn and getting those rocks that were really huge for a Garf. And, man, that was just a really good match. So it turns into a 1-0 victory for me because, as you can see, I still have a Raikou in my party. Because, I mean, he said he's Adamant Scarf, so there was a chance that he was able to outspeed Raikou. I mean, excuse me, the Raikou was able to 1-hit KO, but I can't remember if I outsped. No, I outsped. Yeah, I actually outsped him anyway. So Raikou would have been able to pick up a kill. So Raikou versus Tauros, as he was Adamant and I was Modest. Yeah, Modest Scarf Thunderbolt would have done 68 to 87%. So after that first, the Shattered Psyche, he was definitely in range of Thunderbolt. So I would have won, but it was just weird that he locked himself in a Double Edge, and that ended up being the difference in what ended up getting the kill. But it was a fantastic match. Just really good plays all around from Garf. I really didn't bring the right Arcanine. If I had brought FizzDef Arcanine, it would have been incredible in this match. But honestly, man, it was good stuff, Garf. That was fun. Good stuff. And yeah, I hope to see you later. Hope to see you in a playoffs, man. You're still in a good position. You're still in. Actually, he drops down to 3rd place with that loss. But anyways, we'll go over that in the weekly recap later on this week. So yeah, I will see y'all later with of course, the weekly recap, and then for next week's matches. See you later. Roush is out.